Earl Anthony Trophy will be picked up by Sean Rash or Dom Barrett. Tournament leader Barrett says, Mr. Rash, you shall begin the match.
A trophy named after Earl Anthony because of his complete dominance in this event.
Opening shot, title match. Buried.
That's 10 in a row from the last game to this game, folks. Remember, he finished with the back nine, starting this game, striking in the first frame. Last time Dom Barrett bowled for the title just a few weeks ago against Ryan Simonelli and ran into a freight train.
Dom Barrett matches Sean Rash with a strike of his own.
And Dom knows going into this title match that it's going to take a huge game to beat Sean Rash. At least that's the mindset that he has going in. Whether or not it materializes, we'll have to wait and see. But the mindset going in, better lace up and tighten up the striking shoes, because he's going to have to throw a lot of them.
Dom Barrett is a three-time World Bowling Writers Bowler of the Year, only male ever to win that award 3 straight times. Locking horns with the PBA Player of the Year here in the PBA World Championship. Double for Barrett. Head to PBA.com to find out how you can join the growing number of fans following the PBA on Twitter. Get tweets featuring PBA Tour news, tournament updates, and find out information about linking to Twitter accounts of your favorite PBA star. Click the Twitter link on PBA.com homepage and get started. PBA on Twitter. Double apiece.
Yeah, he liked that, kicking that 10 out late. Not a bad thing. This could turn into a title match and a major championship, as whoever misses first loses.
Oops. Regroup. That was loud.
No shot clock violation. Somebody dropped something in the bleachers. The last match cost him a few bucks, Mike J. We are in Vegas, though. Maybe he can make it up in the casino.
Quite a few. That's just the operation of Rash. Back off if it doesn't feel right.
Look out. Good break there. No 4-7 standing with the Twins on the right. This ball checks pretty early. Never pushes right because it grabs as soon as it hits the lane and right through the old schnozola.
Chops the 6 off the 10 open frame.
Not what you would have expected, especially after the brilliant game he bowled against Weber. Rash gets up and chops the 6 right off the 10. Nothing you can do now except regroup and hope that Dom Barrett doesn't run away with it.
Barrett on the double, takes advantage with a turkey.
Dom Barrett's arsenal, the bite. This guy's got so much talent. I remember watching him warm up a couple of weeks ago when he bowled for the title, and Del Ballard and I were standing next to each other watching him, saying, you know, Del, at our finest moment, our finest hour, bowling our best, we never threw it as good as Dom Barrett throws it now. He says, I know, you're right.
Barrett cranks it up in the fourth frame. A little high. Court pin.
All right, I'll go on this way.
It's okay.
Settle down.
This ball actually rolls and stops right in front of the head pin, and it's probably a good thing it did. Otherwise, he may have been leaving something a little bit more than just a 4-pin.
Barrett picks up the spare, and as calm as his demeanor is on the outside, you heard him say, calm down.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee his heart's racing. He's got lots of brainwave activity going on. Right now, he's just trying to get settled in, get acclimated to the old pattern, make sure that he's using the right ball, playing the right line, and then see what his opponent's got in store for him.
Lane talk stats indicate strikes on opens 63% for Rash at the World Series, and he cashes in there.
See Rash taking the shoe brush to that sliding sole, and what it does is it makes the nap of that sole coarse and helps him to stop. Once the nap of that sole gets too smooth, the player, he loses that friction, that contact with the approach. Sean Rash, power player, doesn't like to slide a lot. Oh!
Shot.
For a moment, the 710 reared its ugly head. Good shot here, and just bad pin carry. 10 goes down late, 7-pin still standing. Remember, he chopped the spare in the third frame. He's had a history of missing spares at the WSOB. You know, and as good a match as he bowled against Weber, Mike J., as intense as he was and as focused as he was because of who he was bowling against, my question is, has he lost focus from the last match to this?
If he doubles, probably change. If he doesn't, then stick with it.
It's kind of like bowling a 300 game and then trying to get over that.
Barrett, flush hit, 10 back. 23-pin advantage halfway home in the title match of the PBA World Championship. PBA stats by Lane Talk indicate that on strikes, Dom Barrett 66% of the time taking advantage of a strike with a strike.
One more strike here in the sixth. He will open up the lead to 33. Let's see what kind of adjustment he makes here on the left lane. Somebody moved in the stands. No shot clock violation.
Both players trying to suck in some oxygen. Barrett on the approach, sixth frame, working a strike, increases lead. Mix and a 33-pin advantage. Barrett.
Yeah, that's about as excited as Dom's going to get. It's a good, confirming what he feels with his tour rep. Now, let's take a look at this game. Look at that cupped wrist and that elbow snap at the bottom. He makes the power out of his hand look so effortless.
Seven-pin stands to Rash, and he's lost his carry.
Well, if you're Sean Rash, you got to be asking yourself, and that's probably why you got the sarcastic grin after this shot. This pin carry is terrible. mean, he throws like 4 pins over at the 7-pin, and none of them hit the 7-pin? Really? That power and 16 pounds of mass? It's ridiculous. Looks like my pin carry.
Rash fills the frame, running out of frames. Coming up next Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, the World Bowling Tour Finals Women's Division. Missy Parkin, Liz Johnson, and the tournament leader, Kelly Kulik. Also on that same show, the Men's Division will compete for the World Bowling Tour title. Mike Fagan, Mika Koivuniemi, and Sean Rash next Sunday on ESPN. Sean Rash taking some extra time and a re-rack. He's got 4 frames left and a 34-pin deficit to manage. He can still shoot 235. 7th frame.
Not that time. Come on. A lot of ball left. Make him show up. Make him throw it.
Well, you know, the trash talking's great, but he's not getting in Dom Barrett's dome anytime soon. This kid's full of international and U.S. experience. Even though he's only won 1 title here stateside, even though he's never been in this situation, this guy's got a ton of maple moxie. Let's see what he's made of here in the 7th and 8th frame. Can increase the lead to 54 with 2 more strikes.
Mixing, and he has a 7-pin.
You heard him say it could have been better. Well, shaker 7 there, but 9 spare is going to be okay. Followed up with a strike in the 8th. If he spares here, he can strike out for 258. Max score for Sean Rash, 235.
"28 qualifying games against 4 different animal patterns. Dom Barrett stood atop the field to earn this #1 seed for the PBA World Championship, trying to take it home and earn his first major title on the PBA Tour. Leads by 33, working a spare, 8th frame. Good indeed.
Well, Barrett, your tournament leader, chose to finish on that left lane. Nice shot there. Watch this. Nice loose arm swing, shoulders get open, wrist and elbow snap at the bottom, 10 in the pit, ho hum. Now Sean Rash must strike situation. He's only in the 190s. He has to strike out, in my opinion, to have any chance of winning.
Gets a 7 that time. It's a double for Rash, cuts the lead to 23 pins. Foundation frame, PBA World Championship. Title match. Englishman Dom Barrett trying to bring home a major title. Sean Rash is doing what he can. Back and forth to the equipment table.
He doesn't strike here, he has no chance of winning. Because Dom Barrett's not going to go back-to-back open frames.
Hold on, my finger, pinch my finger. Ow.
There's a timing balk. That was a field balk.
Well, he smashed his finger in between the 2 bowling balls. Back to the shoe brush, back to the rosin. Staying with the same routine. That's the good thing.
Good shot here. Positive thoughts.
Great shot.
I'm sure Dom Barrett
Focus on your hands.
thinks otherwise. Again, Sean Rash, max score 235. Dom Barrett can strike in the 9th, go 9 spare 9 in the 10th, and shut out Sean Rash. The biggest shot of Dom Barrett's professional career coming at you right now.
Pin.
That was the one he wanted. Now he'll have to finish the match in the 10th frame on the left lane, needing a double and count to lock Sean Rash. But first things first, converting the 10-pin.
Spare for Barrett. And now we move to the 10th frame. Ball in hand for Dom Barrett. He can control his destiny and claim the title and the Earl Anthony Trophy right here. 2 strikes, 8 sticks will shut out Sean Rash. Anything less and Rash can step up and perform in the 10th frame. Calm under pressure.
Interesting going to the water ball in between shots.
Re-rack.
Now taking a re-rack.
That throat going a bit dry. Rash says, give me any chance to step up.
Oh, really good.
This is where you start to feel yourself hyperventilating. He's telling himself great thoughts. You can see him breathing heavy.
He said, control the heart rate.
Control the heart rate. It's all about how the mind processes the info. He's got to think, hey, this is just another shot.
You've worked for this all your life. You've wanted to be a major titleist. Can you deliver when it counts? Yes, he can!
It's not over yet. He still needs 8 on the fill. I just hope that Dom knows what the scoreboard is. He needs 8 on the fill. I'm not sure that was too early for the react. He still needs 8. Holy cow.
Dom Barrett, PBA World Champion, bringing it home to England.
I guess I miscounted. Go ahead, 240.
The first Englishman to win a PBA major title. Randy, he lost count.
You heard him say, I guess I miscounted. You can tell by his reaction. But he threw a great shot on his fill.
Maybe it's better he didn't know.
Maybe.
He paced the field and earned the tournament leader, and he cashes in with this memorable pitch.
Yeah! 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 Come on!
He dominated the World Championship. He dominated qualifying the World Series of Bowling. It's a great win for Dom Barrett. It's a great win for bowling in England. It's a great win for the PBA Tour.
thrilling conclusion to the PBA World Championship. And Dom Barrett will hoist the Earl Anthony Trophy.